Well, the Rams had their opportunity to break in this new stadium last Sunday night against the Cowboys. Now it's the Chargers' turn as you get a look at the brand-new SoFi Stadium here at Inglewood. Today, it's a matchup in the AFC West between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Los Angeles Chargers. The first game's out of the way. Time to buckle down for the long season ahead, and we're off in Week 2. Herbert setting up to throw on first down. He'll get this to Eckler. And he'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 33.
A shotgun snap for Herbert. And the Chiefs are going to get him.
So that's a pretty darn good start to his season, huh? A sack in the opener, adds a second one here. That tells you about his offseason. He came in determined to have a big year, and it's paying off.
Little trouble thus far on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 11. Out of the gun, Herbert. And that's into the hands of Eckler. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the first down at the 29. A gain of 4, not enough. And it looks like punt time on their opening drive as it's 4th down.
4th down.
Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. A 40-yard punt, 1 yard on the return, and it's Chiefs football. 1st and 10.
At their own 28-yard line.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10. At the 29-yard line.
On play action, it's Mahomes. Going deep here for Stills. That's caught inside the 20. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Kenny Stills, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Chiefs are going to take a first-quarter lead. One thing that we know for sure, do not question the arm strength of Patrick Mahomes, one of the strongest around.
And we knew that this offense was going to try and put pressure on the secondary. That was something they talked about with us. They knew that they had an advantage, pressed it, and there you go. Big play for a touchdown on their very first possession.
Taken about 7 yards deep. Shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going, and a 3 and out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out with a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay.
And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Austin Eckler, 82 yards. And the Chargers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. The CD, I mean, there are touchdown runs, and then there are touchdown runs, and that one certainly fell into the latter category. Now, that deserves a couple exclamation points.
I think defensively, when you look at a play like that, that's when everyone looks at their teammates and starts shaking their heads a little bit, because now you're wondering, what are we in for? Worked all week to try and limit the big play ability that he possesses, and he winds up taking one to the house in the very first quarter. That was a tremendous run.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Fielded in the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Kansas City. Tyreek Hill, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Chiefs have taken the lead. Patrick Mahomes, he can do everything seemingly, and that time he just reared back and let it fly.
And as that ball was hanging in the air with the receiver streaking downfield to meet it, here in the stadium, you could just sense the crowd thinking, oh no! And their worst fears were realized as that one turned into a long touchdown.
And that throw, unbelievably, better, folks, than 80 yards in the air, according to Next Gen Stats. Simply incredible. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Charger drive about to get going, and they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description, because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
On second down, Eckler. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
He was tackled at the 27-yard line. A 2-yard pickup makes it third.
Going to throw on third down with Herbert. Sliding out of the pocket. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And a good job defensively. They stop him short of the first at the 32. They'll run for it with Eckler. And that'll hurt the average a bit, as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Chiefs will have the football back in excellent field position. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Running from the gun with Henry. And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And this is incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
13.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. From the gun, it's Mahomes. He is going to find Hill here. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Chiefs add on to their lead. It's good, and it is now 21-7.
Makes the score Chiefs 21, Chargers 7.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And this will come out to the 25 as Reed opts for the touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. Try to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Mike Hughes. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. The disaster there, I mean, you saw it coming. The pressure gets knocked down, the interception.
Sometimes the best throw you make is the one you
don't make.
Exactly. Take care of the football. He'll also learn how to shrug his shoulders, take the proper slide steps to alleviate some of the pressure. But occasionally, like the one we just saw, sometimes just hold on to the football and take the hit.
And he'll be taken down at the 33, a pickup of about 4.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run. But the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves. The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle, and that's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
Mahomes looks to throw on 3rd down. And he finds Seals-Jones complete. And he'll be brought down with the 1st down and a late flag here, too. And he may get a few more tacked on for good measure. So the penalty yards marched off on the face mask. Here's 1st and 10. Derrick Henry. And a pickup of about 4 down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you've got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Mahomes going to pull it out and keep it himself. And he's going to pull his way into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Patrick Mahomes keeping it himself from 8 yards out. And the Chiefs are able to grow their lead. Now, 1st quarter, and this lead is already getting into dangerous territory. They better be careful on the other sideline.
Yeah, it feels a little bit more like a basketball game where one team is pressing and that team can't get the ball over half court. I mean, it is stealing it and scoring it, layups, the whole deal. That's what it feels like right now. They are all over them.
Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And no return here for Reed. This will be a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down, keep the sticks moving.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Eluding the pressure right. And he's going to find a man, Keenan Allen. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Keenan Allen, his second touchdown on the season. And the Chargers, they're able to cut into that deficit.
For as big and strong as some of these guys are, especially when you see them in full pads, it is sometimes hard to appreciate how truly fast they can move. That was incredible.
And normally when you see guys move it this fast, it might be a fly pattern from a receiver or a toss sweep from a tailback or something like that. This was designed as a passing play, and then he got out of the pocket, and he just took off, and he just kept gaining momentum with every step.
It's up and good, and it's now 28-14.
Makes the score Chiefs 28, Chargers 14. Michael Badgley to kick off for the Chargers.
Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They are clicking on all cylinders. They seem to be just scoring at will right now, and that's why they've opened up this big lead.
Now, we always talk about getting into the zone, and all athletes are seeking that, aren't they? Where everything is working for them, every move they make works, it clicks, and they are on point right now.
Yeah, they are in that zone that you're talking about. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. A shotgun handoff to Henry, and he'll get this only up to about the 35. He could muster only a yard there, and they'll be left with a 3rd and very short. Working from the gun, Mahomes. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
And it's a fake here on 4th and inches. And the gamble pays off. They get the first. A big breakdown defensively there on the fake punt. Turns into a huge play and a 1st down. Henry. And down to the 36-yard line here. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
This is Henry. And he'll be close to a 1st down at the Chargers' 28. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
A solid run by Derrick Henry, and here's another 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll get about 4 as he's brought down at the 24. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now they'll throw with Mahomes. This one into the hands of Burton. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line.
Complete to Mike.
It's interesting because when I'm watching college football and I'm evaluating guys for the draft now, my list of fullbacks, pure fullbacks, it's a very short list. I'm probably evaluating more punters and kickers now than I am fullbacks, but it doesn't matter what you call the position, it's who you put there, and there we saw completion.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in his 2nd week of the regular season. Mahomes firing complete. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
A gain of 9.
Back to the ground now. It's Henry. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
Mahomes looking to throw on 3rd and 2. He's got an open man. He completes it to Callaway. And the Chiefs are going to have 1st and goal coming up as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 2. It's a gain of 6 as they're able to convert, and now it's 1st and goal. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Derrick Henry, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. CD, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
Taken about 7 yards deep. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. 7 yards there and a first down. Out of the gun, Eckler running it. And he'll just burrow his way back to the line of scrimmage, and that's about it. And the Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half.
26-yard line.
Here's Herbert now on 2nd down. Trying to force it to Allen, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 33. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. A big play there by the rookie. An interception followed by the return for 6 points.
If you want to be accepted by your teammates and coaching staff, make plays like that.
And that'll increase their lead to 28.
Makes the score. Chiefs 42. Chargers 14. Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Taken in the end zone.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
It's a gain of 7.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
Off the play fake to Eckler, it's Herbert.
Escaping the pressure right. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline.
Oh, they can't stop it. Do it! Do it!
So time perhaps for one final kneel down before they take this lead to the locker room. And with time running down, they go down to a knee. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report.